So this is so funny to me because if you've seen this meme that's going viral about there's like a blue glass water bottle that people are putting in a container with ice and just dumping their head in. If you've seen that meme, you know. This is all because this fitness influencer by the name of Ashton Hawes, his morning routine has become a viral meme, right? So like I mentioned, he's a fitness influencer and he sparked a viral trend with his ultra early morning routine video, which many found both excessive and amusing. The clip started off at like 3:30 a.m. and he's just doing the absolute most. Do we have the video or no?
I'm about to
Let's just play the video.
Preaching about the arrival of Christ. Thank you.
Going up. Going up.
3, 2, 1. It's good to meet you, man. Respect it.
That's crazy.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you. Thank you.
You've made your first 10,000. Congratulations. We got to do at least 20, bro.
Girl, first of all, you're lying.
Ain't nobody.
Number two, the random white lady. I mean, she could be of any race, but she real light skin, so I'm thinking she white. That just pops up and puts stuff in front of him, whether that's a banana or the cup with not the cup, the bowl with ice water. It is just so unrealistic. And to the point that this video was the one that he made after the fact. He was like upset that people were copying him. And it's like, sir, nobody is copying you. I am not going to wake up at 3:30 just for funsies. If I had to go straight from work, like, I work at 4 a.m. So yes, I do have to wake up at 10 in the morning. But if I would never do that just for freedom, like just for funsies.
My whole thing is, right, when I first saw this, the first thing that came, I thought it was an advertisement for that bottle of water, to be honest.
The stocks are up, honey, for the water. I honestly, I'm going to go to ShopRite and see if they got them.
Yeah, like, I was just like, I'm like, this is a cool commercial, I guess. And it just kept going and going and going. I was just like, to me, to your point, it's very unrealistic. Sir, no one's waking up at 3 a.m. to do all this. And if you are doing that, when are you getting your full 8 hours of sleep? Because all of that you're doing isn't even going to matter. If you don't
also
even get
for
right
what? Like, you're mad. Like, you are moving in slow-mo. If you need to wake up at 3:30 in the morning to just brush your teeth, dump your face in ice water, and work out.
Exactly.
And then to start work at 9 a.m. You could wake up at 7 a.m. at regular people's hours and get all of that done. You gotta be moving in slow like a turtle. If you need to wake up at 3:30 in the morning to just be able to do regular things.
Like, you up before the sun, sir. Like, are you like what are you do? I think it's like I've been seeing this phrase like rage bait. I feel like that's what it is. Like,
It
you're
has to
doing it
be.
to get a reaction out of everybody because you know it's gonna get people talking. I mean, here we are talking about it right now.
Right.
But it's just like, be realistic. Like, sir, we know you're not doing it. And my favorite ones I've been seeing, because people have been doing like their own mock creations of it. It's the one dude, like, he's like me. It's like my morning routine. It's like him sleeping at 7 a.m., him still sleeping at 8 a.m., him sleeping at
What?
He's like, wake up a little bit, 9:02, 9:15, back asleep. I'm like, no, honestly, because that's really what it be like. Like, I feel like when you, yes, Shayla will tell you, like, having a routine is important. Shayla has,
Yes, I'm a routine girl.
I know Shayla's routine down from the minute to the hour, right? I already know when she's at the gym when I don't even call her, right? But it's like, you need a healthy balance of your routine. If you go to sleep at 9 o'clock and you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning to do all this, when do you feel like you are being healthy? Like, I feel like that's not healthy. I don't feel like that's conducive for a normal and healthy life. And if that is what he's saying his lifestyle is for him, congratulations, all power to you. Do I believe it? Absolutely not. Do I think
Also, it's just so unnecessary.
Right.
Like, you can get all of those things done. He can't be from the East Coast. He can't be, because East Coasters work quick. Like, we walk a block, like we're zooming. And
Girl,
I'm not saying
gotta
that's a healthy way of living, but he gotta be from the West Coast.
It's
Because
giving
no
LA. It's giving LA.
no East Coaster, like, hurry up. Why? You know what I mean? Like, I'm all for the dunking your head. He even like eats a banana and then he rubs the banana peel on his
Which
face.
is it's great. That's great. That's natural. Like,
But you could fit all of that in an hour. You do not need to be waking up at 3:30 in the morning to like you're moving like a turtle. Speed it up. And also, this girl, she's probably like the person that's recording, because you gotta also, he's probably waking up at 3:30 in the morning to set up the cameras and angles to shoot the morning routine. And he's talking about he compared himself to Jesus. He said in like a clip or whatever, he's like, because he was saying like he was a little bit upset about people copying him. First of all, you're not the creator of Get Ready With Me or Wake Up With, like, that's been a thing. YouTube days, honey, been a thing. And number two, he's like, oh, but then I realized like that's the same way like Jesus, people, you know, like when you are a leader, people fall. It was just giving like, please relax, and you're doing the most. But if it works for you, I guess. Cheers. Let's cheers our Poland Spring. We're not in the blue water world quite yet.
Poland Spring sponsors, okay?
We'll get our our morning routine with you.
No facts.
So the Poland Spring, get ready with us.
Bye. No, honest. Listen, I'm not pouring. I'll use tap water to clean my face. I'm sorry. That pack was kind of expensive.
Right. It's 1 of 1.
So the next thing I wanted to talk about, if you know, and if you watched the podcast before, you know I love rodwave. If you don't know and you are new here, I love rodwave, right? Him and I have a little bit of a contentious relationship at the current moment. After I was gonna go to a concert of his by myself, and I was so excited because it was gonna be my first concert by myself, and he canceled. Granted, I will listen to him on my phone, on the TV, on social media. Will I go see you in person? No, because I learned my lesson. But the reason why we're talking about him today is because earlier this week, right? Drama. When is there never not drama? So rodwave publicly apologized following a heated social media clash between his ex D and his current girlfriend Nari. So the drama escalated when a friend of Nari's threw shade at D's looks after a blog highlighted rodwave's dating history, basically saying like, you know, he kind of like all the different girls that he's been seen with publicly kind of look alike, right? So the friend,
he has a type. Everyone
got a type. I mean, everybody got a type, I think. So Nari's friend, unprovoked, just randomly said something about D. So D, I guess, she's been real quiet ever since they broke up. Everything, like, he's made songs about her, but then also has songs in the same album about his new current girlfriend and all that, right? She finally spoke up. right? So D basically fired back, leading to an intense exchange on X, where she also hinted that Rodwave may still be involved with her, she's like sneaking and geeking with him behind his current girlfriend's back, right? So in response, Rod took to Instagram expressing regret for his actions without directly naming anyone. His posts were later deleted, leaving fans speculating about what he truly is feeling remorseful about. So I'm going to show you guys the tweet that started all the drama, where the post basically was talking about like his dating history, and then the friend basically decided to get slick out the mouth and say something like Nari looks better than both, so what's the type, boop, right? It's like very unnecessary. Like, what was the reason? Like, you didn't even have to comment that, right? So then D commented back, like I said, and after that, Nari and D started going back and forth after D and Nari's friend were going back and forth. So in the middle of this exchange, D basically said, you talking, like, Nari was basically trying to flash the fact that she gets jets, she gets gifts from Rodwave, this, that, and all that.
She's the current girlfriend.
Yeah, Nari's the current girlfriend. And basically D was like, girl, I've been had that. Mind you, D has his twins. Like, they had kids back in 2020. Like, she holds some weight over here. Okay.
Right. He gonna be stuck with me forever, whether you like it or not.
Regardless, you don't like me, I'm in the picture.
Right.
So after that, D basically said to her, like, well, he flew me on a private jet when you went to your sister's party, and I was staying at that condo that's basically right next to your house. Y'all know the one. So now she's saying that she's sleeping with her baby daddy behind Nari's back. Now, it's important to mention that while D and Rodwave were together for a long period of time, like, he has wrote multiple songs and stuff about her, but he also was cheating on D with Nari. So at the time, Nari was the side chick while D was the main chick, and now the roles are reversed. But the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because of this one specific tweet, right? So while they were going back and forth, Nari basically stated, like, like, you're basically capping, like, you only still living in that house because of me, be for real, but keep playing with me and I'm gonna have your lights and your water cut off, right? And it's like, D then responds to basically like, Rodwave, like, get your girl, like, she thinks she's bigger than the program, talking about she gotta cut off the lights where my kids lay their head. And I think for me, that's what kind of like irritated me about the whole situation, or bothered me, like, so to speak, is because how are you going to tell somebody that, mind you, the man that you're with, who has 2 kids, who stay with the mother, who is D, that you are big enough in that man's life to have the lights, water, and everything cut off in the house where his kids lay their head? Who do you think you are? And to D's like term, like, you really think you bigger than the program? No one, like, his children are above you and her, actually. It's like, and there's this phrase that people keep saying, and I try not to believe in it and everything like that, but they always say, if the children are under 5, that relationship is still alive. And it's honestly true. Like, so now this gets me to my next question. Do you think you could ever see yourself dating somebody with kids?
Do I want to? No, but I do feel like the older we get, the more likely it is that the person's gonna have a child. But would I want to? No, because I think it does come with baggage, whether it's good baggage or non-baggage. At the end of the day, they're always going to be a part of the child's life and the mother at that, right? Like, as someone that was raised by a single mother, I would never want to do something like this and be like, oh, well, I'm the main girl now, so now the kids have to suffer because of that. Absolutely not. The kids didn't ask to be brought into this world. The kids should not be in the middle of grown adult drama. Like, I don't, sometimes people think like, oh, well, he's with me now and I'm gonna change him. Once a cheater, always a cheater. I believe that.
And that's
so now these two girls are probably going back and forth on social media, which in itself is like a no for me. Y'all could be having all of these chats on FaceTime, on a call, or whatever. this is no one's business, because now, like, y'all are making a fool out of yourselves. First of all, I thought Rodwave was dealing with mental issues, which is why he canceled all his shows. And now it's like, I don't know if they're causing this, or he been had mental, you know what I'm saying, situations happening. Like, it's just, who are you? Like, how about you make your own money, and then you can say what you can and cannot do. Don't be trying to clock other people's money. How dare you try to, you know what I'm saying, have a say into, like, it's just all very weird. I think it should have never been brought to social media. And no, I would not want to date someone with kids, because not only are the kids going to be a part of the relationship, but also the mother.
I think so. Also, I wanted to mention really quickly, there has been another scandal that came out that potentially Rodwave did have another child with some other girl, and like she ended up sharing text messages saying that she wanted 35 or 32,000, something around that range, for an abortion. It's like, it's just a whole lot, right? So Nari over here fighting with the baby mother who was his girl before you ever became his girl. But you need to have that energy with the girl who potentially had his other kid.
But where has Rodwave been? Like, has he said anything after this? Like,
girl, yeah, apparently he had posted on social media, like he had put, like, you know, I really hurt you, like a little paragraph, like not even a long paragraph, but a little paragraph thing. And then he posted another thing talking about, I'm so sorry, but he deleted both of them. So it's just like, the problem is you want to have your cake and eat it too.
And also, man, I think, I'm sorry to control. Right. I think we should also be holding Rodwave accountable, because I think a lot of times also women always get like the bash, like, oh, this, da, 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 da. But where is Rodwave? He's like the main point of all of these issues. If I hear you publicly talking about you trying to take away the water and the lights of where my kids live, it's a wrap. Because my kids will always come first. Where are you? You're mute. And so you are also the problem, because that's why I'm asking where's he at, because I would have immediately Instagram live or whatever, a communication statement to let it be known no woman will ever get in the middle of my kids. Are you dumb? Are you crazy? Exactly. It's not your money. I'm the one out here touring and making my music. Who are you?
Exactly. My thing is, and that's why I really agree with what D said. You think you're bigger than the program, because at the end of the day, my kids are my main focus. Like, I had them with her. Of course that they're going to live comfortably. Of course they're going to be happy. And for you to think that you hold such a value in my life, to think that you supersede my kids, that's where you got it all messed up in the cabeza. Okay. And like, my yes, Nari, I get it. You and D going back and forth. Do I think it was meant for social media? No. Do I think that you need to be talking to your man about why is she saying, she's claiming that she's still with you while I'm over here away? Like, what's going on? Like, you and I have some issues to hash out before I even get with your baby mother. Okay. Like, and to the question I asked you, would I date somebody with kids? As you mentioned, as we get older, I feel like it's more inevitable to date somebody with kids. I have dealt with people who have kids. I have dealt with people who had kids before, and I think, like, for me, it's all about the communication aspect of it. I've told every dude I've dealt with who has kids, there needs to be a boundary. Like, me and your baby mother, she needs to understand that you're dating. I need her to understand that I'm in the picture, but I'm not in the picture for the kids. Like, your kids and you and your relationship with them, cool. But me and you are not at that level yet, especially if we're feeling things out. If things do get potentially more serious, then I think, yes, you could bring me around the kids so they can get acclimated to me. I can get acclimated to them. Like, I understand what you came with. I understand that, like, not to say the kids are baggage, but I understand whatever's from your past is your current future and your present. So, you know, you kind of got to get acclimated in that way. I just don't do baby mother drama. If you know that your baby mother is problematic and you are still out here trying to date, the question is, why is your baby mother so problematic? Because if it was truly over and someone understood that it was over, as mad or as whatever she could be, you are still moving and living life the way that you need to be living life. There is no way that she would still be acting crazy if she didn't feel like there was still a space holder there. Like, I need to know what kind of conversations you had with them, because another thing is, especially with men, they will give you every sweet lie to make you think that it is you and them. And it's like, you gonna feed into it. You gonna be, what? I'm going into diabetic shock eating this up. And it's like, what are you telling them for them to think that they got such a grasp in this situation, that they automatically got something above me, like they got a one up on me? Communication needs to be 1000% open. I need us to both understand what we want. I need whatever sweet lies you telling them, either nip that in the butt or just be real. Like, yeah, I still want her, but I also want you. Baby, let me tell you this right now. You can have your cake. You just not gonna eat it with me. I'll tell you that for free. So definitely let us know down below how y'all feel, if y'all would ever date somebody with kids. And if you have dated somebody with kids, what has the experience been like? Let us know below.